Hey guys, so I'm so mad at myself. I had a really important phone call before my hair appointment, and so I was rushing out the house so that I can make it to the salon on time. And I left my camera on top of my bed. So today's video is coming straight to you from my iPhone, and I'm about to arrive at the salon. I'm so excited for today's Q&A with Ona. You guys love Ona, and I hope that you enjoy this video. So Ona is putting color in my hair at the moment. Look at my fro. I've never seen my hair this big. It's crazy. There's Ona back there. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this Q&A. I posted a picture on Instagram and I asked you guys to comment under the picture and post any questions that you may have for Ona. Ona has been my hairstylist for exactly 2 years this month, and I adore her, and so do you guys. Every time I post a picture with her on my YouTube, you guys lose your minds. So I'm excited for this video. Okay, the first question we have is from Mars171, and she says, are layers really damaging for curly hair, or is that a myth?
That is a myth. Layers is a technique, so depending on what texture you put it on, whether it be really thick hair or curly hair, it could be on any hair texture, but it's mainly to diffuse bulk, the Jenny Craig of hair. So it's a technique. So no, it is not damaging to the hair. It's just a technique.
She asked 2 questions, you little sneaky girl. She also says, what are some things that you would recommend as a client? So for example, what are some things that I can tell my stylist when I'm going to see her, so that I can give her the best idea of how I want my hair to look?
What I like to do is listen to my clients' concerns and limitations, whether they want long hair. You know, I cue in for those words, and then I offer my advice. A good hairdresser should be able to look at you, your style, ask you questions about your lifestyle, and then make the choice for you, you know, together. It's a joint thing, but a good hairdresser should be able to know, just by looking at you, talking to you, what you need.
So the next question is from Jendia Revalo, and she says, how often should we trim?
Ideally, it should be every 6 to 8 weeks. Ideally. No more than 3 months.
The following question is from Maid Cast, and she says, I keep getting baby split ends, even though I try to do all of the right things. I rarely use heat, I deep condition, etc. How can I grow my hair if I need to constantly cut it to keep it healthy?
So, this is a split end right here, right? This is a hair, and then it splits. And if you don't get it cut, it keeps traveling. And then before you know it, you end up with little baby stuff all in through here. You need to trim your hair. It is important. It's vital for hair growth. Also, keeping your scalp environment healthy is vital to, you know, for hair growth. So if you go to someone again that knows that you really want your hair long and that you love your hair, and you want it to grow, you need to be trimming your hair every 6 to 8 weeks, and you need to be on top of that, and your hairdresser should respect that and take as little as possible. And if you do that regularly, believe me, you will have growth.
Well, that's the best, guys. Okay, moving on. DesiPoo77. Hey girl.
Hey.
She says, what comb does Ona recommend for tangles?
White tooth combs. You hear it all the time, but what's really giving me life right now are wet brushes. Really stiff ones. Not, there's like for fine hair, for coarse hair. I like using the stiff wet brush. I absolutely love it. You should go get it. Love.
And I'll put a picture to one right here, and I'll also put a link below to Ona's favorite one in the description box. Virginia Wilson says, tips on growing curly hair. I do multiple masks per week, but seem to have a decent amount of breakage. My goal is to have my hair cover my bra strap.
In my Instagram, you can see that I had a goal and I was trying to reach booty length, and I got there and then I cut it off. trims are vital. Stay on top of it. I set an alarm. Every 6 weeks, I'm trimming my hair. Treatments are vital. Keeping your scalp environment, again, vital. So if you keep all those things intact and stay on top of your hair trims, your treatments, no heat, be nice to your hair, believe me, you will see hair growth.
Okay. And Virginia also wants to know, what is your opinion on cutting hair dry versus wet? This is a very, very popular question that a lot of you guys always ask.
Dry versus wet. Listen, there's 100 million techniques. I don't believe that curly hair can't be cut only wet or only dry. There's a million different textures, and I like to use my techniques. That's why we have, graduation, layering, your lines, all those things, and then incorporating tension to curly hair to make it soft, a softer finish, or eliminating tension to have a very thick, heavy line. Depending what I'm doing and who's sitting in my chair, I like to use different techniques, and I'm going to use them all. So I don't believe in rigid, staying in one technique and only using, dry cutting for curly hair. I don't believe that. There's you can do a wet cut for curly hair, knowing what it is that you're doing.
So you do both cuts?
I do both. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have a preferred one?
No, I love.
You just do the haircut depending on the client that you have basically in your chair.
Absolutely.
There's your answer. Alejandra says, how can you best protect your curls in the winter, especially when wearing wool scarves and coats?
Absolutely love moist heat therapy. So I go in with the treatment of choice. I shampoo, I put the treatment in, I take a towel, or one of those, I know you've seen them. What did you bring, Ada, today?
Oh, like a shower cap that is thermal. All caps.
And then I take a towel, put it wet, I wring it out, put it in the microwave for a minute, and then wrap that around, and then put the shower cap on. 3 minutes, do it again. I do it like 3 different times and just let it sit there. Moist heat therapy, my favorite.
Oh, okay. Maybe we'll do another video. Maybe I'll ask Ona the steps, and then I'll show you guys like a do-it-yourself or how to do it, so
Love
you can
that.
do it at home. Alejandra also wants to know if we have to schedule consultations before we come see you at the salon.
What I would do is I would call the salon and then ask them, this is your first time, so come in and ask for an extra 15 minutes so that I can definitely consult. Absolutely, that is the most important part of the haircut, is the consultation and then the cut. So, yes.
And by the way, Ona is a busy gal, so if you guys want to come see her, definitely call the salon and make your appointment. Keep in mind that you might have to wait a few weeks to come see her, but the earlier that you make your appointment, hopefully the faster you'll get one. And if you want to know about pricing as well, just call the salon. You guys always ask me about pricing. Call the salon. Thanks. I'm like, I don't know. Call the salon. Naturally Sarah says, I have short curly hair, so I have to wet my hair in the shower every day. Can this cause damage?
If you're wetting and not shampooing every day, and you are not using hot water, no, not damaging at all. If you have colored hair and you're using hot water and you're constantly wetting it down, opening up that cuticle, roughing it up, it doesn't help, especially in the winter.
Ashanti Kioka says, what's the best way to retain moisture in the winter, which you answered. What's the best oil to use in the winter? Oils. Let's talk about oils.
I'm a fan of coconut oil. I love me some coconut oil. Another one that I love is jojoba oil. Love those two. Olive oil is a little thicker, but I do love my coconut oil. I use it for my moisturizer, I use it for my hair, and the way that I use it is I go in and I shampoo my hair, and I will, instead of adding conditioner that day, I'll just go shampoo, wring it out, add coconut oil all throughout ends, work my way up, comb it in, and braid it, and leave it there for a day or two. And if the ends get dry, when you see the braid dry the next morning and the ends are like really dry and the roots are still like nice and moist with the coconut oil, I re-add to my ends. That is the most driest area of our hair. and it's the one that sees heat the most, and we mess with the most, and we're combing it the most. So I would definitely say re-add coconut oil and braid it up again. Leave it on there for 2 days, then I shampoo it out, and then I add my conditioner. Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
And can you quickly talk about using oils as stylers? Because right now it's getting cold and a lot of people are doing the lock method, which is applying a leave-in, then an oil, then a conditioner. I've tried to do that on my hair and it just doesn't work. It's a greasy mess. Can you talk about using oils as stylers to add moisture to your hair?
I think it's a great idea. It doesn't work for finer textures. That's why a lot of times if you see your hair looking really greasy and almost stuck together, and it almost makes your hair look very see-through, very sparse, I don't like walking around that way. I have very fine hair and I like my hair to look very thick, so it doesn't tend to work on fine hair. Now, if you were to do that and slick it back into a bun, totally works. I think it's great, and it actually looks like gel, even though I don't like using gel on curly hair, but it gives the appearance of gel. So that can work, but leaving it out and trying to rock your curls when you have fine hair and then adding oil, no, doesn't work.
Okay, and for somebody who has a little bit thicker hair, what oils do you recommend to use? Like maybe last, so maybe apply your leave-in, a cream, and then lastly apply oil to seal the hair. Would you recommend like a jojoba oil, like
Definitely.
a light
Moisture,
oil?
moisture, jojoba oil.
Like a light oil, right? So it doesn't make the hair greasy. Not coconut oil as a styler because it's too heavy.
Well, I mean, actually, coconut oil is amazing.
If you
And
want to
it's,
flick
one
it
of the
back.
oils your body can absorb.
Yeah.
So your hair can absorb the coconut oil and it won't look as greasy. So you have to get like one that's really virgin.
Okay.
Virgin,
that's good.
pure coconut oil.
Veronica 2372 says, what are some good products for fine curly hair that won't weigh down my hair? And what is the best way to keep curls moisturized? We answered that one already.
Well, we answered that one, and then I love my Nioxins product. I love the definition cream. You can totally use that one. That works amazing. I'll have Ada, I'll send you a picture. Actually, she posted.
Yeah, I did a whole blog post. If you have thin hair and you want to know how to make your hair look thicker, I have an entire blog post that is literally every single one of Ona's favorite products to make your hair look thicker, make your fine hair grow. So I'll link it down below. You guys can check it out. There's the answer.
But it's called Nioxin. I absolutely love the technology behind it. Go for that.
Okay. Gracia Alta says, how to care for toddler curls. My little one is almost 3 and has never had a trim. I wash once a week and I do moñitos. I use the Cozy Curl hair products.
Moñitos, I remember those. You remember those?
Yes.
Oh my God. They're still doing that. Honestly, I would just be very mindful. She's a baby, so organic. Go organic. Something light. Jason's is a great organic line. Also, Nature's Gate. You can get that at Whole Foods. And she's a baby, so yeah, use something light on her. Moisturize. Do treatments on her. Moisturize her hair. Aguacate, aceite de coco. Go in, you know, and take care of her hair. Porque ella chiquita todavía. So I would definitely say something light and close to baby.
Christy7 says, any tips for transitioning hair? I'm suffering from a lot of heat damage and a relaxer, so I currently have 2 textures in my hair. Curly on top and wavy on the bottom.
You know, that's a tough, you know, a lot of times we get so frustrated with that because unfortunately there is no serum that we can grab and put in our hair and then, oh, it's great and it's back. The only way to get rid of heat damage is by cutting it off. In transition, what I would recommend is going to your stylist of choice, someone that knows about that, and having them help you transition in a peaceful way with a great shape, a good technique that works with your hair texture, and working together, and it'll definitely be a little less painful. That's what I would recommend.
The next one is from Maritza Peguero. Hi Maritza. She says, how to get straight. She has straighter hair. How to get her hair straight and it's also color treated. So she wants to know how can she get her hair curly. Sometimes she wants to wear her hair curly for a change, but she just ends up with frizzy waves. Help.
Depending on the texture that you have, again, layers will show off your natural wave. So it can intensify that because you're removing bulk, right? So what happens is it's lighter and it's gonna wanna curl more. So depending on the haircut that you have now, it will reveal natural movement in your hair. But I would have to see.
That was a really good answer. And the last question, unless you guys start writing me more after we're done, which you probably will. The last question is from Royal Court, and she says, hey, I have 4A through C hair, and I always get great definition, but I have to have it soaking wet and use a ton of product in it. How could I better define my hair?
Okay. A lot of times people focus on the number of something, like I'm 3, right? So what ends up happening is this: a lot of us have different hair textures. We don't, not every curly hair person, very rarely will you find someone that only has one kind of curl. There's usually like a coarser in the hairline, a coarser in the crown area, or maybe in the neck area and the nape area. So we're usually a bunch of different textures. What I would say, I love the kinky curly custard.
So good.
That absolutely defines curly hair, that texture. It would define it really nicely. If you use the right amount and you apply it properly, because it all has to do with application at the end of the day, it should last you 3-4 days. You really won't have to re-wet and start it over and all of that. If you apply, so it's all about application, what you use, how you use it, and that should help.
Well, there you have it. You heard it from the hair saint herself. So thank you guys so much for sending in all your questions. Ona's dyeing my hair right now because look at these roots, and then we're gonna do a trim. If you guys like these type of videos, let me know so that next time I can come see Ona, we do something similar. Or if you guys,
what we want to do, if there's anything you guys want to see.
If there's anything that you guys want to see in specific or discuss in specific with Ona, let us know, and then what we'll do is we can link up one day and just do maybe a couple of videos and share them throughout like the course of a month. So let us know, comment below. If you guys think Ona should get her own YouTube channel, comment below.
Esta siempre con eso.
Or,
she's the blogger. I just love doing hair.
Or if you guys, I know that Instagram now has a live option. So if you guys want to see Ona do some live Instagrams, maybe answering your questions, leave her a comment below. Let's send her some love. Let's show her some encouragement and let her know that we love her and that we're always going to be here supporting her. All right, bye. Bye, guys.
Thanks for
watching.
so much, guys. Really.
Bye.